All right, here we go. Proctor Rails and Fort Francis Canadians. Johnson's going to take the first face-off for Proctor. He is flanked by Welty and Tallarico with Dunbar and Burke on defense. Welty picks it up, sends it down towards the Fort Francis end off the face-off. I think that the camera is crooked. I will try to fix that in a minute. Canadians head up the ice. Dump to the corner. Dunbar there behind the net, as is Burke. Where Francis tries to send it behind the net, knocked down by Burke. Dunbar will pick it up behind the rails net, chips it up to Tallarico, gets past him, will be held in by Fort Francis. Dunbar tries to pin along the boards. He's sent down to the corner. Johnson will send it up high to Welty. Knocks it back towards the rails net. Dunbar picks it up. Cross ice looking for Johnson. That gets past him. Radzak just coming out of the box, however. Can't get a stick on that. Fort Francis has sent it center ice. Knocked away by Burke. Dunbar picks it up, carries up the boards. They're going to call a tripping penalty on that as Dunbar went down. So 2-minute, one-man advantage for the Rails. It'll be Brzezinski on the face-off, flanked by Radzak and Dunbar. We've got Olsen and Kaderlik on defense. Fort Francis will chip that past Olsen along the boards, and they'll get there first. Kaderlik pins it to the boards. Olsen steps in, picks up the puck. Olsen cross ice for Radzak. Radzak will dump it from outside of the red line. Icing waved off, however. Olsen will hold it in. Shot by Olsen. Deflected to the corner. He held in again by Olsen. Another shot, wide of the net. Brzezinski over along the boards. Be chipped up. Hits Brzezinski. Doesn't knock it down though. That'll get past Olsen. He will snag it at center ice, head back the other direction. It's taken off of his stick as he crosses the blue line. That one will get out of the zone. Radzak's going to pick it up right outside of the blue line, head back. Shot from center ice, wide of the net. Puck all the way down here. Waved off icing. Burke will pick it up in the corner. Burke up ice to Simonson. Simonson up ice to Fish. Fish drop pass looking for Kaderlik. Johnson's going to pick it up. Johnson will carry in, dump it to the corner. Simonson drops it up to Johnson, over to Kaderlik. Kaderlik sends it towards the net, deflected by the goaltender, picked up by Simonson. Simonson pressured in the corner. He's looking center for Burke. It's broken up by Fort Francis. They'll chip that up and out of the zone. Dunbar will grab it. He is being pressured. Dunbar up ice to Johnson at center ice. Fish will get a stick on that. Simonson will carry in. Poked out by Fort Francis. Johnson will grab it. Try to stay on sides there. He does, but turns it over to Fort Francis in the process. Dunbar will grab it back at center ice. Head back the other direction. There's a defender. Shot and goal by Dunbar. Seeger Dunbar. An assist from Johnson, I believe. It's an assist for Mads, right? I'm going to call it that. I'm going to call it that. The official statistician of this game. Yeah, right. I wish people believe that. Nobody ever believes that. Brad should. He should believe that. You hear that, Brad? Johnson on the face-off again for Proctor. Welty and Tallarico. Tallarico carries over to the far boards. Talarico loses control of the puck behind the net. He held in, however, by Welty and Burke. Carries out of the zone. We'll have a rails offsides. Johnson sends it into the zone. Fort Francis will send it back out. Cross ice pass there, broken up by Dunbar. He'll send that back down ice. Not enough for icing, and Johnson on the hustle anyway. Up the boards by Fort Francis. Be chip pass to the center ice. Dunbar pushes over to the boards. He'll take control of the puck, carry behind the rails net. Pass up to Johnson. Johnson up to Dunbar. Dunbar will carry in, tries to toe drag the defender, loses control of the puck to the corner, picks it back up, however. Passes up high to Burke. Burke, shot from under the blue line, hits traffic out front. Loose puck over in the corner. Fort Francis will get there. Chipped up the boards and out of the zone. Met by Dunbar at center ice. Chips it up to Welty near the blue line. Welty will enter. Welty down to the corner, loses control of the puck, held in by Burke. Burke will send it back down to Welty. Talarico in the corner. Talarico down to Welty. Welty up to Talarico. Talarico with a shot. Goaltender will make the save. Brzezinski will take the face-off. Radzak, Dunbar, Olsen, and Kaderlik complete the line. Brzezinski over to the boards, gets past Olsen. He's going to snag it, send it back down along the boards. Fort Francis sends it back up high. He held in by Olsen. He clears the defender, loses control of the puck, or maybe he was passing that strategically up to Radzak. Brzezinski has it over along the far boards, turns and shoots wide of the net. Fort Francis will send that along the boards. Kaderlik tries to hold it in. It's going to get past him. Olsen back on defense, however, picks it up. Sends it up center ice, intercepted by Fort Francis. Radzak tries to chip the pass out of the zone and be held in. That one gets out of, that was out of the zone, I thought, but waved off offsides. Cross ice pass by Fort Francis, does not connect. Send it towards the net from out near the blue line, however. Hits some traffic out front. Brzezinski's going to pick it up. Looks to send that cross ice, intercepted by Fort Francis, sent to the corner. Olsen behind the net. Chips it over to Kaderlik. Kaderlik up the boards to Radzak. Radzak will carry that out of the zone. He's going to dump that to the corner. That's on net, actually, so no icing. Dropped off to the defender. Send up ice into the neutral zone. Kaderlik will send that cross ice to Dunbar, and Dunbar up to Fish. Johnson will take it from Fish. Johnson shot with a rebound out front. Welty gets a stick, or sorry, Simonson gets a stick on that one. Just deflects it wide of the net. That one will be sent out of the zone. Dunbar there for the rails with pressure on him. Send it cross ice to Burke. Burke back to Dunbar. Dunbar carries up over the blue line. He'll dump it to the corner. Fort Francis will send that one all the way down ice for an icing call. It's too quiet here. There's Corey. I was gonna say, it's really quiet in here without Corey. Hi, Corey.
Get right back up there.
Yeah. I know, the heater's nice. Dunbar will drop it along the boards to Talarico. Talarico loses control of that. Or Francis will carry up and out of their zone. Sent wide of the net. Over to the corner. Taken away by Brzezinski. Chips it along the boards up out of the zone. Fort Francis will grab it in the neutral zone. Dunbar to the corner. Oh, jeez, Jimmy. Talerico had a stick in his jersey, I
Push
think.
up, Green, let's go!
Yikes. Oh,
Go, let's go!
Dunbar in the neutral zone.
Find them!
Carry on the defender. Shot that's wide of the net. Johnson in the corner. Fort Francis will pick it up, carry around their net.
Come on, can't give him a whole entire ice back.
Ooh, a shot at Grabko makes a save. It dribbles across the crease.
Go, Matt,
Set
go!
up to Dunbar. Dunbar over. Carries over the line. Down to the corner. Dunbar across ice to Radzak. Radzak can't quite get a shot off. Ooh, come on, Nads! Second shot there by Cohen Dunbar. Johnson almost got a stick on that. That one sent him out of
Gotta be
play.
awake out there, bud. Go, Rails.
Brzezinski on the face-off. Got Simonson and Fish. With Olsen and Kadlik on defense. Kadlik sends it towards the net, hits some traffic, loose puck up front. Or Francis will grab it, they head out of the zone. Knocked away by Olsen. Kadlik will get there, sends it up the boards, picked up by Fort Francis. They're going to walk away from the boards with the shot. I think their own player maybe stops that. Loose puck out front though. Behind the net at this point. Fort Francis drop pass back behind the net. We'll have a penalty coming here on Olsen. Wrong box, Ash. So Rails at a one-man disadvantage here for 2 minutes.
Let's go, Rails. Have a plan here. Execute. Eh? Heavy.
Hey, we do that where we are too. Okay. Shot from out near the blue line. Kick save by Grabko. Shot from near the blue line. Not full connection there. Johnson will pick it up, carry out of the zone. Francis will pick it up, send it out. Burke will dump it back into the zone. Johnson's still working on getting on sides there.
All right.
Did his stick break? The kid went and grabbed his stick right away. So I was like, is it broken? Doesn't look broken. PK here is Brzezinski, Simonson, Burke, and Dunbar. Dunbar in the corner. Pressured behind the rails net. Chips it up the boards, looking for Simonson. That gets past him. Fort Francis will dump it back along the boards to the corner. Drop pass there, no one there. Fort Francis will get there first, however. Back up the boards. Lock in shot from top of the circle. Hits traffic. Grabko snagged that behind him. I'm going to see if I can catch it on a highlight. It might be hard to see from this far, but kind of off-speed shot got behind Grabko. He snagged it before it crossed the line.
Let's go, Rails!
Just kind of right off to the side of that silver barrier there. So
Super positive.
positive Corey is back. No, just water. Would you blame me though if I did?
I'm disappointed it was.
Shot a few feet wide of the net. Rebound picked up by Fort Francis. They try to center, knocked down by Kadlik. Kadlik sends it back behind the rails net. Talerico will get there. Talrico held in by Fort Francis.
Zero.
Talrico pick it up, carry out of the zone. He is
Red line,
pressured.
deep.
Johnson pins it against the boards. Fort Francis grabs the puck. Oh, one-time shot, wide open. No defense on him. Hit the.
Come
I
on,
think Grabco
boys.
deflected into the post. Shot from under the blue line. Traffic out front. That hits Talarico. Rebound shot. Saved by Grabco. Loose puck still. Loose puck still. Talarico or Johnson sends it to the corner. Johnson up along the boards. Oh, Bersinski just came out of the box. Couldn't knock that down, however. Shoot, if Bennett could have knocked that down, he would have had a breakaway. I know, like, come on. You should have expected that to happen. Brzezinski drawing for Proctor. Got Dunbar brothers, Burke and Radzak. Shot. That is deflected. I heard metal somewhere. Grabco made a save.
Right away, Rails.
I swear I heard the pipe again. I don't know if that was somebody's stick or the puck.
Yeah.
I was like, I thought he made the save, but then I heard a pipe.
Do your jobs here, boys.
Johnson on the faceoff, chips it up high, sent back down by Fort Francis. Dunbar to the far corner. Dunbar chips it up to Fish. Fish cross ice to
Got
Simonson.
time.
Simonson will grab it. Carries into the zone. Ooh. I don't know how he didn't get tripped there. Simonson up to Johnson. Nobody really having control.
Win it. Go.
Johnson down in the corner, chips it out front, centering pass. Get your stick down, guys. Rails can't get their sticks down on it. Sent over to the corner.
Defense.
Simonson tries to send that towards the net, hits a body out into the neutral zone. Dunbar will circle around, carry in. Poked off of his stick. Johnson follows him up. Slap shot by Johnson. Hits traffic out front. Fish tries to knock that one in. Hits traffic as well. A high stick call, I believe.
It's a medium stick.
Medium stick. I know. It's got to be like your gut reaction, too.
Go, Bob.
Rails are back at full strength. It's probably been that way for a little bit.
Push up, boys.
Johnson
All
on the
resolved.
boards. Strip to the puck. Fort Francis carries back down to the corner. Fort Francis player looking to try to move the puck, pressured by Burke and Fish. Come on, Mace. There you go. Fish sends that one up out into the neutral zone. Fort Francis will take control.
Push up. Got a kid.
Dunbar loses an edge, sends that behind the Rails net. Yeah. Point blank shot. Grabco's gonna make the glove save on that. Good job, Gav. Let's go, boys. Pick them up. Gavin, just stand there. Just gonna let him fire at you. Hang on. Off the face-off, up high, block shot by Welty. Welty's going to grab it. Welty on a breakaway. Come on, Jace. Yes! Welty sinks that bar down past the goaltender. Good boy, Jace! Sorry, I have not put any goals in. Okay, my bad.
So you did kind of just get.
Hey, I even zoomed in on that a little bit.
By the way, Chase.
Oh, Welty on assisted goal, put the Rails up 2-0.
We'll get another
Brzezinski
one here,
sends that
boys.
one down towards the Fort Francis goal. Welty behind the net. Welty over to Talrico. Talrico bodied
Take
off
that,
of the
Jim,
puck.
go.
Jimbo's Timmy Hortons must not have kicked in yet. Showed us the picture like 8 times in the lobby. He was pretty excited. Yeah, right. Oh. Centering pass. Ooh, right on the side of Grabco. Don't move. Nobody move.
Gotta watch their defense again going too low.
Yeah.
Nobody has
Yeah, everybody was right on
wide
top of
open.
them.
They got
Yep.
shots.
Yeah.
They got some clap bombs.
Ezra style, Brad would say.
Ezra style?
Ezra style clap bombs.
Win it, here, let's go. Win it.
Every time he gets the puck, we're like, clap bomb.
Push up, Kobo.
Dumped down along the boards by Fort Francis. Picked up by Kaderlik behind the rails net. Up the boards to Radzak. Radzak can't quite get that one out of the zone. Fort Francis will hold it in.
Out of the way, boys.
Knocked back up by Kaderlik.
Spread out, man.
Radzak carries up into the neutral zone. Come on, Ash, get him. Can you get past Olsen there? Shot on net, covered up by Grabco.
Don't let them touch our goalie, boys. Come on.
Tied up around the ref off the
Out of
face-off.
the way. Out of
Burke
the
will
way.
pick it up, send it cross ice to Radzak. Radzak moves the puck past the defender, loses an edge though.
Out of the way, boys. Good coverage.
Radzak sends it back behind the net.
Good job. Find them.
Johnson in the corner. Johnson up high to Dunbar. Dunbar sends it back towards the net. Loose puck out front. Oh, hey.
Hey, out of the way, Rails. Woo.
Caitlin loves when you stand right behind her.
Oh, she's just loving you so much.
Can't blame you, yeah.
She tells me
It's
all
the
the time.
positivity. You can't not love the positivity. Up to Fish. We'll send that up to Dunbar. Dunbar down low to Simonson. Simonson looks for a shot. Hits the defender. Fort Francis will knock that off of his stick. Dunbar will pick it up. He moves it up towards the rails end, however. Nice job, Seeger. Maintains control.
Let's get it out. Go right back to work, boys. Get it out, boys. Right back to work. Let's go here.
Fort Francis takes that from Burke behind the net. They're going to hold it into the zone. Come on, guys.
Oh, stay with it.
Step up. Come on. Here you go. Attaboy B. Brzezinski tries to send that out of the zone. Doesn't connect. Loose puck out front. Ooh.
God, they're
Simonson
good.
over to the corner. Yeah, yikes.
Good shot selection.
Simonson over to Burke. Yeah. The almost held in by Fort Francis. That'll get out of the zone, however, and should get us to a buzzer for the end of the first period. No shots on goal on the clock, so I can't tell you those. I think they're gonna zam now, right? Yep, they're gonna zam now. So we'll be back in a bit. According to my statistician at home, shots are Rails 6, Fort Francis 11. Thank you, Ross. He's coming back, Caitlin. Oh, he turned around. What day are you celebrating this year? Both? Oh. Either way, sounds great. All right, here we go. Start of period 2. It's like Johnson's on the face-off, flanked by Simonson and Fish. We've got Burke and Dunbar on defense. Fish will dump it into the Fort Francis zone. Fort Francis carries down the far boards. Polk checked away by Dunbar. Sent towards the net. That will find the back of the net. That one got past Grabko. Had a little screening in front of him there. So that will cut the Rails lead in half. Sorry, Gav!
You got 2? Oh, that was far. We were evenly 91.
This is inappropriate or
Johnson will send that down to the Fort Francis zone off the
Get
face-off.
back, Rails, let's go!
This is supposed to be me.
Simonson over along the boards. They're going to call
Oh,
Simonson
come
on a
on.
roughing penalty there.
Wrapped up.
Rails get a touch on the puck here. We got a penalty coming on Simonson for, I guess, roughing. So PK will be Brzezinski, Katerlik, Olsen, and
Good job
Johnson.
here, boys.
Tied up in the skates off the face-off, Fort Francis will grab it. Sent towards the net from out near the boards, wide of the net. Be held in. Katerlik behind the net. Chips that off the boards. That'll get up and out of the zone. Icing waved off. This is the goaltender.
Hey, let's go,
That's
Rails!
it.
Don't give them nothing here.
Shot gloved by Grabko. We got 1:27 left on the Simonson penalty. Line change will bring out Dunbar, Welty, Tallarico, and Katerlik remains. Moved up high off of the face-off. Welty gets a stick in that, breaks it up.
Get on the puck!
For Francis. Move the puck around. Shot from the center of the slot. Grabko makes the save. Rebound out front. Katerlik will get there, move that to the corner. Knocked down as he tries to move it up the boards. Side to side by Fort Francis. Send that towards the net. Grabko will cover that one up. 56 seconds left on the penalty. put his wet straw on your head. Dunbar tries to chip that past Fort Francis, followed up by Welty, who will send that down into the zone. Fort Francis will grab it over in the corner.
Don't curl that one.
Welty gets a stick on that one, breaks it up. Fort Francis will grab it back and head into the zone. Come on, guys, pick them up. That's deflected up over the net. Drop pass behind the net by Fort Francis. Katerlik will get there. Katerlik sends it along the boards for Tellerico. Tellerico can't quite get there. Send side to side again.
Push up!
12 seconds left in the penalty. Grabko will glove that one. 10 seconds left in Simonson's penalty before the Rails are back at full strength.
Limo.
Don't do it.
I gave you that. That's for you.
It may have been in his mouth. Just throwing that out there. And kids. I'm not sure which is grosser.
Push up!
Rails are back at full strength, working to get a guy back out there. Ooh, center across the crease there. Johnson out of the bench. He'll grab that, carry out of the zone. Johnson to Radzak.
Get her deep, boys! Get her deep, go to work!
Dunbar carries in, shot from center of the circle, finds the back of the net.
Woo!
He's Seeger with a goal. And catch the assist on that. Is that Dane on the assist?
Ah, Dane, yeah.
I think Radzak on the assist. Maybe Johnson too, not sure.
Yeah, I think Dane probably throw both of them.
My official stats say Dunbar from Johnson and Radzak.
Hey, way to be there, Bubs! Way to be in front
No.
on that! You guys about to be?
Well, they're clearly wrong because I'm clearly right. Dunbar gets a stick on that, pokes it into the Fort Francis zone. We'll send that back up along the boards and cross ice.
Stick down, man! Stick down!
Johnson pushes him to the boards,
Oh, yeah,
as does Olsen. Rails try to carry that out. Sent towards the net. Rebound. Burke will snag that one. Carry back behind the Rails net in reverse direction. Burke was looking for Dunbar there. It hit some traffic, I think. Deflected out and held in by Fort Francis. Burke sends it up to Dunbar. Dunbar dumped over along the boards. And Radzak's going to get a checking penalty for that. Be a 2-minute penalty for Radzak for checking.
That's all right.
Going
That's
after
all right.
the guy who dumped Cohen. My slightly bigger teammate will step in and help out. Oh, these boys.
Go, Rails.
So Rails back on a PK here. Olsen, Katerlik, Johnson, and Simonson. Sent up high.
Stick down. Get your
Opposite
stick
side.
down, Matty.
Shot wide of the net.
Stick down. He's coming up high.
One-time shot. Grabko makes the save, I think, or it might have hit Olsen. I'm not sure. Come on, guys. Olsen gets a stick in that. Lifted shot, backhand up over the net. Sent towards the net. Grabko will snag that one for a whistle.
Matty, put your stick
1:24
on the ice.
left in the penalty.
Take away the lane.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. He does not have it. Holding it in the air.
Anyone wearing green?
Pretty hockey boys. Figure it out.
Poor Francis will pick it up off of the face-off. Shot, saved by Grabko. Rebound deflected over to the side by Burke. Brzezinski will pick it up and dump it out of the zone.
That away, a little workhorse.
I told him he called him that yesterday. He's like, well, I guess that's a lot better than some things he could call him. Broken up there by Dunbar.
Responding in Spanish. Like last night I was one-eyeing it or trying to read what I wrote, and all I seen was Brad's. My Spanish isn't as good as it used to be.
No es bueno.
So I looked up, I'm like, what did I even write?
That's funny.
I saw it on my own.
Burke will send that back out in the neutral zone. Picked up by Fort Francis. Poked away by Burke.
Gotta get out! Gotta get
Burke
out!
gets that one out of the zone. Chips it past the Fort Francis player over to the boards. Good pressure by Burke. Fort Francis will say, come on, B, come on, buddy, move.
Don't dig in the ice.
Backhand shot deflected by Grabko. Fort Francis will pick up the rebound. Backhand shot blocked by Burke again. Centering attempt hits the back of the net. Dunbar's going to grab it, send it up the board. Be held in by Fort Francis.
Keep going, kid. Keep going.
Talrico pressures against the boards. Carried behind the net out front. One-timer shot. Grabko will save. Rails are back at full strength. Good job, Gav.
Full strength, Rails. Let's go.
Way to work, Brody. Johnson will take the face off here.
Win it, bud.
Just seemed like so far to skate to leave.
Oh, where are we going?
Johnson carries out in front of the rails net. Strip to the puck.
Let's go to the defense, guys.
Loose puck behind the net. Picked up by Dunbar.
Fly!
Dunbar cross ice to his brother. The flying V? Oh, nice center by Dunbar out to Johnson. Johnson gets a shot deflected by the goaltender. Radzak gets there, takes it off the Fort Francis stick, holds it into the zone by Burke. Radzak will come away from the boards. Shot by Radzak. Kick save with the deflection over to the boards.
Cohen's on NyQuil.
Baby deer on NyQuil.
Yeah.
Johnson behind the
Easy, buddy. That's a good one.
net, trying to pin against the boards. Radzak shot, that's wide of the net. And Dunbar pressured up top, tries to send that cross ice to Burke. That gets deflected up and out of the zone. Burke will get there first. He's pressured though. Fort Francis will get past him, pick it up, come around the net. Center out front. Sent over to the corner.
Go!
Sent towards the net, knocked down by Dunbar. Come on, guys, let's go. Johnson over along the boards. Chips it down to Dunbar. Dunbar bodied off of it, but he'll pick the puck up. Carry behind the net, cross ice, looking for his brother, deflected. Sent back to the rail zone. Picked up by Burke behind the net. He's gonna reverse course. He's looking to send it up to Dunbar, intercepted by Fort Francis. Back behind the net again is Dunbar. Stick on that, carries the puck up and out of the zone.
What's that, eh? What's that?
Johnson carries into the zone, sends it wide of the net.
Call a weak shit on us. You're not calling that.
Johnson, Dunbar, and Radzak behind the net. Radzak comes away with it, looking for Olsen. That gets past Olsen. Grabko will leave it for Dunbar. He's got pressure coming right behind him. Olsen over to Dunbar.
Green, up here!
Let's go, Beak, work! Sorry, lots of back and forth. I'm trying to give you motion sickness. Have a penalty call coming.
Ice.
Oh, it was icing. I thought he was calling a tripping call. Just kidding, it's icing.
Go, Rail, set something up here,
Brzezinski
boys.
on the face-off for Proctor, flanked by Fish and Simonson over to the boards. Francis will pick it up in the corner. Try to carry behind their net, stripped by Fish. Francis able to move that up. They don't get it out of the zone though. But Brzezinski gets a stick on it. Simonson picks it up, clears the defender shot. Rebound. Fish grabs the rebound.
That's why you shoot that puck.
All right.
That's why you shoot that
Yeah,
puck.
Simonson on the first shot. Fish picks up the rebound, sneaks it in past the
Hey, that's
goaltender.
why you shoot that puck, kid. Good job, Blake. Way to be there, Mace.
Yes.
That's why you put that on the net there.
Nice. Katerlik looking for Fish. That gets past him. Katerlik will grab that, knock it into the zone offsides.
Good job, Blake. Way to put that puck on the net. Way to be there, Mason. That's why we do that. Do it again here.
Jeez. Just gonna jam your head against the boards for a second, bud.
Push up.
Olsen holds that out of the zone.
Other way, B.
Move towards the net, bouncing puck, deflected by Grabko over to the corner.
5-on-5, boys.
Up high. Sent out along the boards behind the net.
Ringer, stay high.
Centering pass picked up by Olsen. Another penalty coming. Nope. Nets off. Nets off. No penalty.
Who's nets off? Who's nets off?
You're being a bully. You buy him a hat today? That was nice of you. You're way nicer than I am. What does it say?
I don't know what it says.
Oh, I like it. El Capitan. Be a good boating hat, I feel like.
There you go, running, boys. Slow down. Good stick, Jimbo.
Side to side pass broken up by Talarico. Walty works. Johnson coming behind him, picks it
Got
up.
one on you, bud.
Or Francis will take that away, send it back up. They're going to carry out of the
Guys,
zone.
get back, man. Get back. Get
Dunbar
back.
pushes him to the boards. Johnson behind the net. Johnson and Dunbar work behind the net to try to come away with it. Or Francis will come away with it. Picked up though by Talarico.
Boys, good job. Get it out.
Talarico will carry up, moves it up ice, turns it over to Fort Francis.
Good job, Rails. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Play smart. Play smart. Regroup.
Sorry, Tara, for the face up of your child. Close up of your child's face smashed against the glass. Dunbar behind the net, moves it up ice, looking for Welty. He's knocked back down by Fort Francis. Burke will grab it though, sends it up to Welty. Johnson will pick it up in the neutral zone over to Talarico. Talarico clears the defender but loses control of the puck towards the net, and the goaltender will send it over to the corner. Burke looking to send that cross to Dunbar. Dunbar is out in the neutral zone, however.
Regroup. Regroup.
Come on, buddy, move it. Dunbar sends the puck down to the corner. Talarico's going to pick it up. Talarico to Dunbar behind the net. Dunbar centers across. Talarico taps it in. Did not even see him
Hey,
coming.
great hockey, Rails. Great hockey.
The Talarico from Dunbar. I didn't even see Jimmy coming there.
Because Maddox had him out front.
Yeah, I was watching
That's-
Mads.
yeah,
That's where I
great
thought he
hockey.
was going to
That's
tie it up.
there. They
Shoot, I
forgot
don't think
about
that caught
J-Bob,
the
too. He come in.
highlight. Yeah. Never forget about a sneaky J-Bob.
Well, sneaky J-Bob will ruin your day.
He will get you every time. Ooh, shot with the save by Grabko. Quick shot off the face-off, picked up right away by Fort Francis. Read by Grabko and covered up. I want to be like a baby and have somebody just dance me around. Like chill. Would you? If you can lift me up and do that, that'd be awesome. Yeah, I could see that. Come on, guys, get there. Let's go. Rails let Fort Francis pick that up and send it towards the net.
Somebody!
Gotta come away from the boards with it. Ooh, Gavin! Yikes, little screening on Gavin there. Saw it coming last second, made the save. It's cute. And Brzezinski on the face-off here. We've got Katerlik, Olsen, Dunbar, and Radzak. Pressure by Radzak. Makes Fort Francis dump it to the corner. Fort Francis centering attempt. Broken up by Katerlik. Tips it up to Radzak. Over to Dunbar.
One on you, bud.
Jeez. Yikes.
Get back, boys. Get back.
Francis will head back the other direction. Come on, guys. Move your feet.
Find him.
Radzak up to Dunbar again. Dunbar gets a stick on that. Moves it down towards the Fort Francis end. Come on, buddy. Get there.
Stay on your feet.
Radzak sends it down to Dunbar. Broken up by Fort Francis. Send up the boards, held in by Olsen. Brzezinski picks it up in the corner,
Cover
drops
D.
it back behind the net.
Just get in.
I don't love a feisty. Ooh, big shot by Katerlik, knocked down by Fort Francis. That is going to sting. Chatterlick Cadillac.
No! No ice!
Simonson over in the corner, drops it back up the boards to Johnson. Johnson will come away with it, strip to the puck. Fort Francis sends that up. It should be an icing call. And it is. I think I'm still learning icing.
Get one here, buddy. Blake, you owe me one. Let's go.
Picked up by Fort Francis off of the faceoff. They were heading out of the zone, chipped away by Burke. Johnson comes away from the boards, clears the defender, shot, knocked to the side by the goaltender. Official knocked that off the stick behind the net. Simonson picks it up. Simonson pressured. Simonson back over to Johnson, just out of his reach.
Catch him, Maddox! Catch him!
For Francis chips it over to the center. Knocked over to the corner. Burke will take that right off their stick. Cross ice to Simonson. Simonson chase to the corner. Looks to try to backhand that to center.
Cover defense!
Traffic. Fish will pick it up. Fish up high to Dunbar. He holds it in. Dunbar back down to Fish. Fish centers. No connection there. Burke will send that back behind the net. Johnson to the corner. Johnson sends it back behind the net. Simonson will pick it up in the corner. He is pressured. Fish will break that up as they try to carry out of the zone. Johnson poke checks that over to the boards. Not quite held in, but Simonson back on sides, and Fish will dump that to the corner. Rails quick line
Quick,
change
boys,
here.
quick, let's go!
Fort Francis will move that up to the boards. Good hustle, Jimmy.
No way, J-Bob.
Talarico forces a push over along the boards. Walty gets there. Burke tied it up along the blue line. Brzezinski will come away with it. Come on, B. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Thank you for not shivving her. And we'll have an icing call.
Good pressure, boys.
I was just waiting for Bennett to react really inappropriately there.
Hey, quick knocking on that door. Kick it in. Let's go. Hey, there's a hockey team.
They look good. Just because they can find their team sweatshirts, unlike some of us.
We got 8 logos, 7 colors. Nice shot.
Shot from Katerlik hits some traffic out front, deflects over the net.
Nice try, boys.
Fort Francis will carry up to the neutral zone. Back out into the neutral zone. They got a player deep by the net. That's got to get back on sides here. Oh, geez. Talarico hit mid-ice there. No call coming on that, apparently. At least he knows what direction he's going, so he's okay.
Push up, push up, push up! Push up!
Fort Francis will dump that into the corner, picked up by Katerlik behind the rails net. Olsen circles around behind the net, loses control of the puck. He's pressured behind the net. He'll move it up to Katerlik. Katerlik up to Johnson.
Got one on you!
Come on, Mats.
That a kid.
Katerlik will carry it through. Katerlik dumps it into the zone. The boards. That one's going to get past Olsen. Katerlik back. Johnson also hustling back. Center broken up by Johnson. Walty gets his stick loose. Rails try to pin in the corner. Fort Francis will come away with that. They send it towards the net. Olsen grabs it, sends it up out of the reach of Katerlik, so we will maybe have an icing. Nope, buzzer first. That will be the end of 2. And I'm guessing that Ross is really smart and probably pulled the shots on goal from the game sheet link, so I'm going to pull that up. Shots on goal after 2, Rails with 11, Fort Francis 19. All right, start of the third. Brzezinski on the face-off with Simonson and Fish. Burke and Dunbar on defense. Fish grabs that along the boards. Fish carried that into the zone, but sent back out by Fort Francis. Dunbar has it. Dunbar pressured. Dunbar chips along the boards, turns it over to Fort Francis. Cross ice, Dunbar up to Simonson right near the blue line. Simonson will enter. Shot by Simonson, glove saved by the goaltender. Keep shooting, Blake! Hockey games feel weird when there's no music in between. Brzezinski on the face-off again, sends it over to the boards. Going to be held in by Burke. Burke shoots from out near the boards. It's wide of the net. Simonson will pick it up. Poked off of his stick. Brzezinski gets a body on that one. Almost keeps it into the zone, but it does clear. Quick stick by Burke. They'll send it back towards the Fort Francis end, and they will carry into their own zone. They try to clear that out. Little kind of whiff shot. Simonson pressures. They're going to clear Burke. Shot. Loose puck out front. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Yikes. Couple sticks in that one, but over in the corner is Dunbar, up ice to Simonson. Simonson will carry out of the Rails zone. Rails in a line change here, so Simonson's on his own there for a second. Fort Francis will carry around back out of their zone. Pushed over to the corner by Dunbar. A drop pass intercepted by the Rails, but they do not carry it out. Radzak gets a stick on it. Held in by Fort Francis. Sent on net. Grabko makes the save. Drops it off to the side for Burke. Burke up to Johnson. Johnson cross ice for Radzak. Radzak looking up ice. We'll have an icing call on that. He was looking for a connection. Maybe a miscommunication there. Corey's back. I was like, is there a penalty? Usually that's when they play this. Just jam into Cops theme song instead. Johnson on the faceoff there, sends it over to the boards, picked up by Fort Francis, sent behind the rails net. Jeez. Olsen chipped that one up the boards and then got taken down. Johnson along the boards as well. Fort Francis is going to come away with it. Whiff shot, picked up by Fort Francis. Loose puck behind the net. Cadillac will grab that, chips it up and out. Nope, held in. Got knocked down and held in. Attempt to clear Olsen. Johnson will pick it up, chips it up the boards to the Fort Francis defender. He walks in, shot. That one's going to get in. Knocked down by Grabko and the rebound tipped in by Fort Francis. Let's go, Rails! Nothing hurt, Gav. Keep working, buddy. Brzezinski on the faceoff. He is flanked by Talarico and Welty. Dunbar and Burke on defense. Sent to Dunbar off the faceoff. Up the boards for Talarico. He's going to snag that. Tries to clear the defender. Fort Francis will pick it up. They're going to chip it out past Dunbar. Burke is back on D. Welty's on the hustle to help. That one hits the pipe. Welty tries to move it up. Broken up by Fort Francis. Come on, Jace. Welty gets her to the corner. Center by Welty out front to Talarico. Loose puck out front. Looks like that went in. I think Welty was able to poke that one in. Way to get in there, Jace! Let's see, I don't know if that picked up the whole thing or not. A loose puck. Looks like Welty tipped it into the corner there.
Couldn't. I'm so nimble, you would not read
Fort Francis dumps that into the Proctor zone. Dunbar has it in the corner, carries out right in front of the net, chips it across to Burke. Burke centers to Talarico.
Oh, you're good, you're good.
Talarico pressured, checked, but no call. Burke works to try to hold that in here. Sends it down towards the net. Talarico to the corner.
Anyway, J. Bob.
Talarico looks to center. It's broken up by Fort Francis. Talarico moves it towards the net. Loose puck out front. Welty, backhand Welty for a goal.
That's how you answer, boys. That's how you answer. There we go. No running.
She turns and gives you like a boo-boo face.
Hey, they scored one, we scored two, boys. That's what's up. Let's go. That is what's up. Hey, I got a lot of, I'm doing homes.
I love that. I love that everybody else is laughing and Caitlin's just like.
Got work to do, boys. Let's go.
Fort Francis picks it up off the faceoff, heads into the rail zone, poked over to the corner by Burke.
Who's got this defense?
Simonson tries to chip it up ice, hits a body. Johnson's going to pick it up and carry out. Poked off Johnson's stick as he crosses the blue line.
Oh, come on.
There was nothing wrong with that. The kid was just tied up with him. Really? I'm going to try to highlight that because that did not look like a penalty.
He's got a right to maintain his lane, Bart. In the rule book.
Oh, the kid went up on him like that on the highlight.
Hockey. That's hockey.
That was. I watched the replay. That was a bad call. The kid went up on that.
That's hockey. I mean, yeah.
Went down.
You wanted to smoke, you got it, and you fell over.
Shot unchallenged, knocked to the corner by Grabko. Rails are on
Push
a
up.
PK here. Sent back towards the net. Grabko moved one direction, puck went the other. Snags it though. 1:46 left on the penalty.
I was like this yesterday with
Cadillac sends out one up ice. It hits a Fort Francis player in the hand, so no icing.
Push up,
Knocked
push
down.
up, cover green, cover green, cover. Pace, go to him.
Carried in by Fort Francis. Drop pass back to the defenseman. Sent back down along the boards. Centering pass. Up front. Grabko will cover that up. Get slashed in the
Hey,
head.
how about a slash, eh?
Cohen, leave it. Do not go pull a penalty.
If that's a rough, that's a slash. You call it freaking tissue paper here. There
They
you go.
did call it. Well, it was just late. I mean, I don't know.
And they did. They called the right call. Good for them.
All right, so that will be 4-on-4 hockey for 1:21. And then the balance of the
Clearly I was
2-minute
right.
penalty. Rails have a 1-minute advantage. Dunbar on the faceoff for Proctor. He's got Radzak, Olsen, and Cadillac. Cadillac sends it towards the net from under the blue line. Dunbar picks up the rebound, gets a shot. That's saved. Quick whistle there. Jeez. He wasn't doing anything. Literally, he was trying to extract himself from the play and getting pushed around.
That away, boys. That away.
Dunbar on the faceoff again for Proctor. Dunbar roughing, maybe. Yep. Thank you. Keep working, Cobud! So Dunbar dropped right off of the faceoff, and it will pull a penalty for. Well, they're going to send Radzak too.
What?
No clue what happened. See if you can see anything here. I didn't catch anything on the replay for Dane. So we have
Set it up, boys. Set it
two
up. You got room.
penalties, 2 minutes each. We're gonna have 3-on-3 hockey. So we've got 2 penalties there. We sent Radzak and the player that dumped Cohen off of the face-off. We got 1:49 left in the first penalty for Fort Francis and 1:07 left in the Rails penalty. So 3-on-3 for a bit.
Got time.
So we got Olsen, Katerlik, and Fish out there right now for the Rails. Olsen's gonna carry up out of the zone. Olsen down to the
Got
corner.
time.
Olsen wraps around behind the net. Oh, he's looking for the pass out to Fish. That gets past Fish. Grabko is gonna sneak out of his cage and drop that off for Katerlik. Katerlik tries to chip that past the Fort Francis player. Doesn't get it there.
Stanley.
Like, what is so bad about that? Hockey. So we're gonna have 2-on-3 hockey apparently. I don't know.
You'll get a guy out.
I vote for 2-on-3. Just kidding. Oh, that one's up over the net.
Keep
We have
standing
a
green.
delayed
Keep
penalty
standing.
coming here on Katerlik, so if the Rails get a touch on this, let's go, guys. Step up. Rails have 4 guys back out there. Johnson back out of the box. but that won't last long. I think the ref's arm is going to fall off. Grabco will cover that one up. Okay, so delayed penalty coming on Katerlik for roughing, checking, not sure, something.
Yeah, I can see that one.
Status is Rails 37 seconds left on the Radzak penalty. Katerlik will start a 2-minute penalty. Fort Francis 25 minutes on the first penalty and 37 seconds on the last. So just under a minute and a half should be 5-on-4 hockey if we get through that without more penalties. Keep working, Gavin! Yeah, we got 4 guys out there. We have 4 guys out there.
Yeah. Stay out there, be confused.
But they have 4 too. Yeah. Counting is hard for me, so.
Send a guy out right now just to really give us,
Yeah, right.
just give us a break.
All right, Johnson, Dunbar, and Burke on the PK here. Grabco will glove that one. Good job, Gav!
All right, dude.
Or is it baseball season yet?
Hello, way, Bob.
Fort Francis will control behind their net. Poked away by Johnson. All right, Fort Francis back to 4. 4-on-3 hockey. Center shot, glove by Grabco. There is 1 second left on penalties for Fort Francis and the Rails, and then a minute 23 after that expires.
Boys, know the clock here.
I hate when you're working the box, you just have to like quit the music and the fun stuff because there's so much going on. Yeah. Fort Francis leaves the puck there. He's on top of it. Burke will get a stick on that, up out of the zone. Sent back into the zone by Fort Francis. That should have been offsides. They had 2 guys deep in the zone. All right, so just over a minute on the Rails penalty. We've got 5-on-4 hockey.
Lads.
Come on, get man. Oh, deflected out front by Fort Francis to get past Grabco. Grabco had it lined up on the first shot, but deflected around him. Yeah, you could just see the deflection change of course. All right, boys, let's work. Brzezinski will take the face-off here for Proctor. Sent over to the boards. Multi on the chase there. Multi's going to grab that. Carry down to the corner. Multi looks to center to Talarico, knocked away by Fort Francis. Knocked off their stick by Dunbar, back towards the net. Fort Francis picks it up, however, sends it up to the neutral zone. Burke grabs it. Burke's player loses an edge. Oh, that's knocked off of Burke's stick, though, and he had the player behind him. Ooh, sorry. I'm not sure that was even... Oh, no! Another goal for Fort Francis. They knocked it down, changed direction. Able to get that around Grabco. That was a nice goal. Let's go, boys! Pick them up! We call it timeout. Rails timeout here. Kaderlick tries to move that up ice, knocked down by Fort Francis. Drop pass, turn and shot. Grabco is going to make that save. Job, Gav! I don't know if I have time to chart my stuff in between.
Let's go, Rails here.
Johnson on the faceoff. He is flanked by Dunbar and Tallarico with Burke and Welty out there as well. Dunbar up to Johnson. Johnson up ice. Turned over center ice to Fort Francis. Fort Francis will move it up towards the blue line. Chip down low. Dunbar's going to pick that up. Dunbar to the corner. Dunbar cross ice to Tallarico.
One more.
Come on, Jimmy. Come on, Jimmy. Yeah. Tallarico dumps it to the corner. Johnson will get there. Johnson looks to center. Knocked back behind the net. Fort Francis sends it up the boards.
Somebody go.
Run into each other at the blue line and turn over the puck. Welty's going to pick it up. Welty and Johnson head back in the direction. Welty gets a shot, hits a body. Welty behind the net. Welty centers out front, loose puck. Tallarico gets a shot, knocked to the corner. Welty over to Johnson. Johnson looking back to Welty, broken up by Fort Francis.
Get low. Someone low.
Welty working in the corner. Tries to send that behind the net. Knocked down. Welty has it again. Welty tries to center. Hits a skate. Chipped up. Johnson chips it back down low.
Get in there, boy.
Francis will pick it up unchallenged. Move it up the boards.
We got way too many.
Too many men.
Way too many, man.
Too many men on the rails. We're going to have a penalty coming. Be served by Welty. It's not what we need right now.
Oh, we got the puck pinned and then we give it up and then we give that.
Yeah.
That's just stupid.
So Rails back on the PK here for 2 minutes. Let's go, Rails! You gotta work, boys! Brzezinski, Dunbar, Olsen, Kaderlick. Sent over to the boards, picked up by Fort Francis. Sent up high in the center. Pressure by Kaderlick. He's going to take that, send it up out of the zone. That's going to get a touch as well. Kaderlick got nailed after that, but no call coming on that. Way to work, Stanley! Keep it up! Brzezinski picks it up out near the blue line, dumps it to the corner.
It's over here, boys. It's coming over here. Jump.
Let's go, B-man. Reed, bud, Reed! Shot. That's going to hit Olsen and deflect behind the net. Kaderlick over to the boards. For Francis. Try to center. Brzezinski will send it over to the corner. Let's go, B-man. Here you go. Dunbar knocks it up to Brzezinski. Brzezinski will chip it out of the zone.
Push up!
Come on, B-man, get it! Olsen sends that one up the boards out of the zone.
Push up!
He's knocked down. No penalty coming on that one. Center. Fort Francis can't connect. Olsen breaks it up. Olsen's going to send that down ice. That'll be on, nope, just off to the corner of the net. We'll have an icing there. 41 seconds left on the Rails penalty. Way to work, guys!
Do your jobs here, Rails. Let's go.
Got Johnson,
Time
Olsen, Tallarico, and Kaderlick.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Right up in the corner. Olsen
Get
sends
there.
it up the boards. Fort Francis will send it up to the defenseman. Come on, Mats. Ooh, bouncing puck. Deflected by Grabco over to the corner. Kaderlick's there. Kaderlick will send that up into the neutral zone.
Push up. Push up. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Good job, Mads.
Clear. Not. We are.
Fort Francis sends it towards the net. Olsen's going to snag it in front of the net. He turns, tries to send it out. Hits a skate.
Push up.
Fort Francis shot from out near the blue line. Wide of the net. 3, 2, 1. Rails get that one out of the zone and are back at full strength.
Out of way, Rails. Way to kill it. Let's go. That kid, there you go.
Johnson sends that towards the Fort Francis end. They will control, however. Pass up near the blue line. Burke gets a stick on that, chips it back in the neutral zone. Simonson will pick it up. Simonson dumps it towards the net. Deflected wide of the net by Fort Francis defenseman. Talrico tries to get a stick on that. It gets past him. Simonson will pick it up. Simonson tends it up to Johnson in front of the net. Simonson grabs it. Come on, Blake. Oh, pipe for Simonson. Talrico gets the rebound. Loose puck still. Fort Francis has it over. Carrying out of the zone along the far boards. Talrico stops him short from entering the zone. He'll send cross ice.
Go,
Dunbar
go,
has it.
go, go, go,
Let's see.
go, go.
Move it, Seeger. Move it. Dunbar gets it out of the zone. Dunbar carries in, clears the defender. Backhand wide of the net. Fort Francis will grab that rebound. Oh, just about held in by Simonson, but clears the zone. Simonson gets a stick on it. Fort Francis will send it back out. That's going to get down. It should be an icing call, and it is. No, I'm kidding. No, but I know she's. I don't know if it's like a react or what. Every single time she gets pinned against board, she goes. Maybe. Radzak shot for. Oh, it just dribbles across the crease there. Burke will chip that back along the boards. Fort Francis will grab it. Poke checked away by Burke.
Push up. Don't give him up.
Radzak picks it up. Radzak looks to center to Dunbar. That's knocked out by Fort Francis. Fort Francis will carry through the neutral zone, pressured by Radzak. Radzak forces a turnover to Fish. Fish tips it up to Dunbar.
One on your bud, one on.
Come on, Cole, buddy, go! Gotta move, bud, gotta move.
Got it, kid.
Dunbar hit. There's a penalty coming on that. Should be a checking call on Fort Francis.
Out of way, Rails.
Cole, buddy, way to work, man. Keep going.
Refs are doing a great job.
Almost as good as us, Corey. I got a headache again. No, it can't possibly be Corey. Yeah, that's just a thing now. Yeah. Fort Francis will pick it up off of the faceoff. They're going to dump that past Burke and Chase. Will be icing, however. I know how this is only our first game of the day. I'm not sure because it feels like we should be going to bed after this. You wouldn't stay up partying all night. Yeah, I know, right? Burke will send that cross ice.
I'm glad you're there.
Shot by Dunbar hits the pipe and deflects up out of play. So we've got Brzezinski on the faceoff with Talarico, Simonson on the wings, and Burke and Dunbar on defense. Burke sends it cross ice to Dunbar. Dunbar will step in. Carries it back up near the blue line. Dunbar chips it down to Simonson. Simonson back to Dunbar. Dunbar over to Talarico with a one-timer. Hits the side of the net.
Nice try, boys.
That one's going to get past Burke. Whoa, 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 whoa. Bodies everywhere. Talarico will pick it up in the neutral zone. Back across the blue line. There's a defender, loses the puck. Brzezinski grabs it, gets a good shot. Deflected to the corner by the goaltender. Talarico pinned against the boards. Brzezinski will step in to help out.
Find him!
Center, buddy, center. What the heck? Is that on us or both of them or what? No, Talarico draws a penalty. Talarico being called for a penalty. I don't know what happened, but only Talarico going. So that will put the Rails. Let's see, we got 101. I cannot keep track of all these.
4 and 4.
4 on 4 for a minute one. How about that?
4 and 4 for a minute.
All right. Carisha is succinct. I appreciate it. Off of the face-off, Fort Francis moves the puck around against the far boards. Shot wide of the net. Fort Francis will carry through the corner, circle back around, drop it up to the defender. She sends it across rink. Shot, jumping bodies. Grabko makes the save.
Empty net, Rails! Empty net!
Radzak's going to take the face-off for Proctor. He's sent right towards Grabko off of the face-off. He'll tip it over to Kaderlik. Kaderlik tries to move it out. He's going to send that one down net. Open net. Oh, just wide of the net. That will be a Rails icing. I feel like it hit like a bump of ice and went the wrong direction or something right by the edge of the net. 27 seconds left of... Why do they have 5 out there?
Yeah, they're going.
Oh, their goalie's done. God. I was like laughing at Amy. Amy, she's probably not watching Pockernick last night. She's like, there's too many guys. There's too many guys. She's like, oh, wait. Oh, their goalie. Yep. Same mistake here. Loose puck out front. Kaderlik ties a man up so Simonson can grab it. He backhands that up out. We'll have another icing call here coming.
No, you gotta skate. You gotta skate.
Minute
Wave that
2 left. 15 seconds left in
They
the
have to make an effort.
Fort Francis penalty.
It's ref's discretion. He gave up on that.
We got Welty on the face-off for Proctor. Simonson out there. Looks like Kaderlik and Olsen. Sent to the boards by Welty, picked up by Kaderlik. Tries to send up the boards, held in by Fort Francis. They send it up high. Cross ice, one-timer, and the deflection by the defenseman right out front will get past Grabko. Not quite what they thought on the shot. Hit a skate out front, deflected past Gav. Let's go, Rails! Let's hold him here, boys! Johnson on the draw, flanked by Brzezinski and Dunbar. We've got Burke and Dunbar on defense. We don't get our guy out of the box though on that? Don't we? Or is it because they were short-handed we don't? They were short-handed, but for pulling the goalie. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know the rule. That's what I was asking.
Oh, he should still be in there.
There's 5 seconds left, so.
It was 4 on 4.
So Talarico will stay in the box for 5 more seconds, despite the Fort Francis goal, because they also had a penalty, even though they had more guys on the ice because they had their goaltender pulled. So that removes Brzezinski from the ice for the Rails. Dunbar will send that towards the Fort Francis end. They will pick up, however. Music is still playing. Wraparound attempt there. Loose puck out front, though. Loose puck out front. Lots of bodies. Johnson blocked that one, I believe.
What a kick save. Oh, another one. Settle down, boys. Settle
Boy,
down.
that one sent wide of the net. Oh, Brody, not right out front, but man. Dunbar will grab it.
Softly. Deep.
Come on. Pressure by Dunbar. Let's go, boys. Fort Francis, shot wide of the net. Want to stay in their zone.
Down. Jesus.
All right. Burke will tie that up. That will be the end of it. Thank goodness. So Rails pull off a 7-5 victory. Shots on goal finish with Proctor with 21, Fort Francis 32. Rails play again at 5:30 pretty shortly against I Falls.
How do I